Hello, welcome to class. My name's Heather. I'll be leading us through this Yoga Mo-Flo practice today. Today, like every Yoga Mo-Flo practice, we focus on mobility, yoga, strength, and stretch. I hope you enjoy this. Today we've got some really fun little transitions and some challenges built in, and I think you're gonna like this about half-hour long class. To get started, we're gonna start in our hero's pose, but at the back of our mat. So go ahead and join me back here. And I'm just gonna invite you to close your eyes for just a moment. Arrive here on your mat. You've decided to turn on the video today, so go ahead and commit to it. And let's take some deep breaths here. And just take a moment to do a body scan. So just notice if you have any areas of stiffness in your body today. And then scan yourself energetically and just see where your energy's at. And we'll revisit at the end to just notice if there's been any shifts in our physical body or our energetic body from the practice. So let's take maybe 2 more deep breaths here. Last one. And then we're going to start with some finger work. So go ahead and take your arms out and just start opening and closing your fists. And really trying to open, exaggerate spreading the fingers. So you're really getting some nice finger work, finger movement here. It's so great if you work on a computer all day, like I do, or if you do sewing or jewelry making, anything that's intricate, it's nice to do some finger work. And then go ahead and have your hands face each other and just open and close your hands as fast as you can. We're not here forever, just like 10 or 20 seconds, because I think this is really, really tough. But it's a really wonderful thing to do, and just open and close as fast as you can. You can probably even feel it in your forearms a little bit already. And then go ahead and shake it out. And then extend your fingers back out, and we're gonna do piano fingers here. So just push down with the thumb, the pointer finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky, and then come back to center. And we're just gonna do this about 10 times, each finger isolating them. It's such a wonderful thing to do, to move your fingers. They don't get moved a lot in this way. I think we need about 2 more rounds here. Last one. And release. You can shake out the wrists. From here, let's just work our neck a little bit. So go ahead and take the right ear to the right shoulder and just pause here for a moment. And then come back to center and then just turn and look over the right shoulder. And then back to center. Let's go ahead and take the left ear to left shoulder here. Back to center and then turn and look over the left shoulder. And then back to center. Now let's just do a little spinal twist. So go ahead and take the right hand outside the left knee, taking that left arm behind you and twisting through the spine. You can really use that right hand to push to get a little bit deeper twist. Looking out over the left shoulder. And then release, and let's go into the other side. So left hand on right knee, using that left hand to really push into the right knee to get a deeper twist. And then go ahead and release, and let's find our tabletop. From here, we're going to do some cat-cows. So go ahead and make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips, and then go ahead and drop the belly. Inhale. And round through the spine and exhale. Let's do that twice more. Inhale into your cow. And then go ahead and deep exhale into your cat pose. Last time here. And round. And then from here, go ahead and lean forward over your wrist and let's start making some circles. I'm just circling here over to my left. And then pause and let's go the other direction. And then go ahead and tuck the toes under, sit back on your feet, and turn your fingers to face towards your knees, and just stretch out this part of the wrist here. You can bend one elbow and straighten. You can rock a little bit side to side if that feels good. And it's okay if your wrists don't touch all the way down. If you're up here, that's okay. And also, if you're having a hard time with the stretch, you can always walk the fingers closer to your knees, and that'll make it easier. And then go ahead and sit back and just shake out the wrists. From here, we're coming back into our tabletop, and we're going to do some glute and hip work here. So go ahead and let's lift the left leg up to the sky like a donkey kick, and then we come back down and then lift it out to the side like a fire hydrant. We're going to do that 9 more times, this little sequence of a donkey kick and fire hydrant. Here's 8. Really getting into the glute and the outside of the hip. Here's 6. Keep it going. Just 4, 3, 2, last one. And then go ahead and plant the left toes on the ground. And we're gonna turn, like kind of kickstand the right foot behind us, and then just peel open into this supported side plank here. And just pause for a minute. And then you're gonna lift yourself up into your gate pose. And from here, we're gonna do a little flow, a little sequence. So we're gonna come into our gate stretch here, and then into our side plank stretch. We're gonna do that 3 more times, really going to the end of those stretches, taking our time, getting big movements, full extension and reach in the body. Here's 3 and 4. This is our last one. We're gonna stay in this supported side plank. Go ahead and take the left hand behind the head, and we're going to lift this leg up and down for 8. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. Let's go ahead and come back into our tabletop. Go ahead and re-extend that left leg back, and then step it through for a low lunge here. Once you have your balance, go ahead and reach your arms up to the sky, and then grab the left wrist with the right hand and go ahead and lean over, getting a stretch in that left side body. And then go ahead and release. Let's frame the front foot and come into a half split. So go ahead and stretch out through that left leg. And here you can lengthen up through the spine before you fold forward. Just getting a stretch here in that left hamstring. And then go ahead and release. Plant the left foot, lift the back knee, and step into your plank. And we're gonna hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop the knees. We're gonna do all that on the other side. So let's go ahead and lift our right foot to the sky and that donkey kick, and then out for the fire hydrant. That's 1. We're doing 10. So here's 2, 3. Kind of hoping we can get through this. This is like the 3rd time we've started the video this morning. We've had all kinds of technical difficulties, mainly with the dogs. So I'm hoping this one's a winner. Here's 7, 3 more, 8, 9, last one here, That was 10. Go ahead and re-extend that right leg back, and you can set the toes down and then kickstand that left leg out and open up into your supported side plank, and just hold here for just a moment. And then lift yourself up into your gate pose, and we're going to do that little flow stretch here. So really going to the end of the stretch, taking up space. Let's do that 3 more times. Twice more. Full body extension. Last one. We stay down in our supported side plank, and we lift and lower for 1, 2, really feeling it in that outer hip. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, last one. Very good. Go ahead and come back into your tabletop, re-extend that right leg, and step it between the hands in your low lunge. Once you feel stable, go ahead and lift up to the sky. And then here, taking the left hand with the left wrist and reaching over, getting a side body stretch here. And then release down, frame the front foot, extend that right leg out, lengthen through the spine, and forward fold. Getting a hamstring stretch in the right leg. And then go ahead and rebend into the front leg, lift the back leg off the mat, and step into your plank. And we're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower to chaturanga and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up dog. And we all meet in our downward facing dog. Let's take 2 good breaths here. In through the nose, side out through the mouth. Once more. And release. From here, we're going to do a little flow. We're going to take our right leg to the sky, and we're going to flip over into our wild thing, going to the full extension of that pose, flipping back through center, keeping the right foot lifted, coming into a side plank. 3 more times. Let's go through this little mini flow here. Getting to your full extension, whatever feels best for you. Twice more. One more time. Stay here. Go ahead and drop the right leg down, and we're going to lift our left leg for 4. Wonderful job. Go ahead and come back to plank and go through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Let's take 2 good breaths there. Once again, let's take our right leg up to the sky, and then we're going to do right knee to right elbow, right wrist, left to elbow, to the center, and step it through into your runner's lunge. Can rock it out for here for just a sec. And then we're going to turn and face our mat horizontally. Go ahead and take your hands on your hips and come on up to stand. You can heel toe your feet in or just hop. And we're gonna do some little squat kick throughs for 6. So we're gonna come down into a squat, kick out with the left leg, and stand back up. Squat, kick out with the right leg. That's 2. We're doing 6. Here's 3, 4, 5, and 6. From here, let's turn and face the top part of our mat and find our Crescent Lunge. Arms to the sky. Go ahead and grab the left wrist and do that little side body stretch one more time. And then release. And we're gonna step the left foot to meet the right, the top of our mat. And from here, we're kind of gonna come into a little bit of a chair squat, and we're gonna reach back with the left leg into like a little warrior here, but with our right arm back and our left arm forward. And we're switching our arms each time, but standing on that right leg. So there's 3, 4, 5. So getting nice traction through the spine. 7 and 8. Very good. Go ahead and come to standing. Let's reach all the way up. Palms kiss. Swan dive forward. Go ahead and do your vinyasa so we can meet in a downward facing dog. From here, let's lift our right leg up one more time. Go ahead and bend the knee, open the hip. You can kind of twirl the ankle one direction, then the other. And then come back to center. Take that right foot and cross it over the left knee. And walk your hands to the back of the mat. From here, we're gonna do a standing pigeon. So get your balance and then lift yourself up. Pause here, just hold it. If you wanna up level, you can grab your big toe with your 2 peace fingers and extend that right leg out. You might want to take it over to the side, back to center, and we all meet again in standing pigeon. From here, drop the hands down and walk yourself back out into your downward facing dog. Let's take 2 good breaths here before we do that all on the other side. 1 more. All right, let's go ahead and lift our left leg to the sky. And we're gonna flip over for that wild thing flow. So getting full body extension here. Coming back through center, keeping the left foot lifted into your side plank. 3 more times at your own pace. Again, there's just literally no need to rush this. Twice more. Here's your last one. And remember, we're going to stay on that side plank side. Here. Go ahead and drop the left foot. Bring your hand to your waist. And then we're going to lift up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into your plank and finding your vinyasa. We all meet in our downward facing dog. From here, let's lift the left leg to the sky. Let's do left knee to left elbow, left wrist, right elbow, center, and step it through. Here you are in your runner's lunge. You can rock it out for just a second. And then we turn and face the back of our mat. Hands on our hips, and come up to stand. Can hop those feet together, and we're gonna do those squat kick throughs. So I apologize, my back is to you, but just for a little bit here. So coming down, kicking out with the left leg, and standing back up. Then coming down, kicking out with the right. Keep it going. Here's 3, and 4, 5, and we just have one more here. Standing back up and finding our crescent at the top of our mat. So once you feel supported, hands to the sky, go ahead and grab the right wrist with the left hand and lean over, getting that side body stretch on the right. And then release, hands on hips. Let's go ahead and step the right foot to meet the left. And we're doing that little traction through the spine with our left leg staying grounded this time. So reaching back, but switching our hands each time. So here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and release back to stand. Reach up, palms kiss, and forward fold. Here you take your vinyasa. We're meeting back in a downward facing dog. From here, let's lift our left leg up high again. This time we're gonna bend and open the hip. Maybe roll the ankle one direction, then the other. And then go ahead and cross the right foot in front of the left knee and walk your hands to the back of the mat. Find your standing pigeon once you feel comfortable. Come on up and hold. You can just hold here if you like. You can take your big toe on your left leg, extend it to the front, over to the side, back to the front, and meeting again in your standing pigeon. Then go ahead and drop your hands down and walk yourself back. Release into downward facing dog, and we're gonna do 3 really deep breaths here. And for these ones, you can make some noise through your mouth. You can flutter your lips like a horse. Just let something go. Twice more. All right, from here, let's take our left foot to the sky and then go ahead and step it through in your runner's lunge. And then plant the back foot and cartwheel your arms up into a warrior 2. Hold here for just a moment, getting your alignment correct. And then go ahead and straighten the front leg. We're gonna walk the back foot in and reaching forward, but not going into a full triangle, holding like you're holding a beach ball here. So really working on strengthening our core, holding this for just a moment. Then take the arm underneath, lift the back heel, come into your crescent pose. And then you're gonna drop the right hand behind, left arm to the sky, and you're exalted, getting a nice twist through the spine. And then windmill the arms back around into your warrior 2. From here, we're gonna do an interesting little flow, just twice through. We're gonna cartwheel our hands down, lift the left leg back into a 3-legged plank. We're gonna do a push-up, and then come back into your warrior 2. One more time. Come down, lift back, Push up, step it through, back to your warrior two. Go ahead and heel toe the back foot in, straighten the front leg. Now you can find your full triangle. Looking up if that's okay with your neck, making sure you're just not dumping into your right arm, but keeping your core activated here. Then go ahead and look down, bend the front leg, and come into a plank and lower yourself all the way to your belly. From here, we're gonna do some snow angels. So we're gonna have our arms out front and our legs long. You're gonna lift everything up, kind of doing like a snow angel on the ground. We're doing this for 10. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, strengthening the back here, 8, 9, last one, 10. Good job. Go ahead and put the palms under the shoulders. Push yourself back through your knees into your child's pose. And we're going to take a couple breaths here before we do all that on the other side. Go ahead and lift yourself back up. Make your way into your downward facing dog. So from here, let's lift our left leg to the sky. Step it between the hands for your runner's lunge. And then go ahead and turn that back foot flat and open up into your warrior two. Take just a second here to get settled. Then go ahead and straighten that front leg, heel toe the back leg in. Flip the left palm, reach overhead like you're holding a beach ball here. And just pause, really feeling this through the core. The challenge is holding steady. And then from here, we're coming back into our warrior two. And then go ahead and come into your crescent. And then drop the left hand back and exalt. And then windmill the arms back into a warrior two. And here we're gonna do that little push-up flow twice more. So windmill the hands down, three-legged plank, push up, step back through, back into your warrior two. One more time. Warrior two, this time you straighten the front leg, heel toe the back foot in, and find your triangle pose. Looking up if that's accessible for your neck, not dumping into the side body, but keeping the core activated. And then bend the front leg, go ahead and fold over it, step back into your plank, and lower all the way down. From here, instead of those snow angels, we're just gonna do 3 baby cobras. So go ahead and lift yourself up and release twice more. Maybe see if you could go a little bit higher, making sure those shoulders are staying away from the ears. Last one, maybe all the way up and release. From here, push back into your child's pose, wide knees, and let's take a couple breaths. We're slowing everything down now. Let's walk our hands back. Let's bring our knees more parallel and come up onto our knees. From here, we're gonna do a little camel flow, resulting in a full camel at the end. So we're gonna take our hands to the sky and we're just gonna reach back and tap our heel and then the other side. Let's do that twice more on each side. Getting a nice opening through the chest, a back bend. Once more. And then let's do both arms back and back up once more. And here we're going to go into full camel. If you don't like that one, you can just take your hands to your lower back here and reach camel this way. Or if you want to, you can come back into your full camel. And then let's come out of it. Come down into your hero's pose for just a second. Just as a transition, you can roll onto one hip. Take your legs out in front of you. And then from here, I'm gonna have my hands behind me, my fingers facing towards my butt, lift my hips and plant them closer to my feet. And so here is just a little bit of a shoulder stretch. So lifting the chest, you can sway a little bit side to side here. You can even bend and straighten the elbows. Just getting into the shoulders from all those push-ups and planks that we held. Getting a nice little stretch there. And then go ahead and release. Come down onto your back and pull the knees in to your body here. And you can just rock a little bit side to side. We don't have a long cool down today. What I want you to do here is to curl up into a little ball. So you can see if you can grab your opposite elbows, bring your forehead to your knees, and just pull everything in, just tight, 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 as tight as you can. Just really, really squeeze here. We're just gonna do a couple breaths here, just pulling everything in really nice and tight. I'm squeezing everything. You can even clench the toes. And then, release all of that. Come down into your Shavasana. That should feel really good. Let those feet flop open. Snuggle the shoulders under the back. And let everything go. We're going to be here for just a minute or two. Just really feeling the earth supporting your weight. Letting your breathing return to its normal pattern. Shutting down the eyes. And then go ahead and wiggle the fingers and toes. And then go ahead and roll to one side. Pushing yourself up to a seat. Keeping the eyes closed here for just one more second. Go ahead and do that. You can roll your shoulders back too. You can do a body scan here. Just noticing if you feel anything different in your body. And then that energetic scan as well. Just seeing if your energy has shifted in any way. And again, we're not naming it good or bad. We're just becoming aware and noticing, but not attaching judgment to it. Then go ahead and take your palms to your heart. Bow the head with gratitude. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Yoga Mo-Flo workout. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please hit the like button. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already. New Yoga Mo-Flo workouts come out every Wednesday and Saturday. That way you don't miss a single one, and I will see you in the next video.